kick is up. And it's good.
Yes.
The kick is up. And it's good. Number 80, Chester, the touchdown catcher, Ronnie Mark. The kick is up. Money in the bank. Johnny, what you think?
Well, we got a victory tonight against Alabama A&M, which is always good. Anytime you play a really good football team and you come away with a victory and you don't play well, that's always a positive. So the good thing about it is, we're 4-0 in conference, and we're pleased with where we are right now at this particular time. But I thought that we came out a little bit flat. And you can't come out flat in this conference, because everybody can play the game, and we have to play extremely better than what we played tonight. But I thought defensively, what a great job by our defensive staff, Everett Todd, Brian Ware, Terrence Graves, and then also our players. Our players did a really good job of creating turnovers, getting the ball for us, and then also getting on and off the field, which was great for us tonight. I thought they did a really good job against the run and then also against the pass. Like I said, we're continuing to work to get better, and I thought tonight was a good example of how far we've come. Offensively, I thought we pressed a little bit. Even though I thought we were flat, I thought we pressed a little bit and was trying to make huge plays instead of just taking what the defense gives us. And normally that's not the case, but we were able to make some plays and make enough plays in order to put the ball in the end zone. We did put the ball on the ground, but we got to do a better job of that. And then Jonathan has to do a better job of getting rid of the football and just taking what the defense gives him. But all in all, it's a great victory, and we're looking forward to really getting our bruises and everything healed so we can be prepared for this weekend.
You mentioned coming out flat. What do you attribute to the reason for that?
I tell you, you can ask any coach in the country, and I promise you, if you can find the answer to that, or someone knew the answer to what causes a team to be flat, they'll be a very rich individual. It happens from time to time. We can't put our finger on it. But we can't come out like that.
Defensively, that's a unit that's been much talked about for the last few weeks. What were some of the things in the game plan for this week that worked out really well today?
Well, I think what's happening is our kids are starting to really understand our system. It's always a work in progress, and you're constantly teaching them week in, week out. And the only way that you get better is you have to put something on film. And once you put something on film, then you can go back and correct what wasn't done and what was done. So I thought our kids, they're growing up a little bit. They're really understanding what we want done, and then we're still applying pressure to people as well. So all in all, I really give a lot of credit to our defense tonight. They did a really good job of playing.
Coach, you gave B- for Jackson game last week. What about this week?
It's tough to grade this week. I think I need to look at it on film a little more. Defensively, I thought we played rather well. I think it was more of a B+, maybe upper echelon, lower echelon. The way we were able to really limit them to only one touchdown defensively. Offensively, I thought we regressed a little bit, and we didn't play as well. I thought we tried to press and do some things, and I give us a C on offense actually. So we have to continue to play. We have to also understand this is a team game, and offense has to help defense, defense has to help offense, and kicking game has to help both. And I think we're starting to understand that, but we got to play better.
Coach, without having the opportunity to look at film, who do you give your game balls to?
We didn't give any game balls out tonight, but if I had to give a game ball out, it would be to our total defense and our defensive staff. I thought they put the hours in. I thought our offensive staff put the hours in. But that's part of it. You're not going to always play well, but it's always good to get a victory. When you don't play well.
Defensively, the pass rush was pretty good for most of the day. Was that a schematic thing, or were guys just winning one-on-one matchups when they got them?
Well, I thought we had a really good plan. And our defensive staff does a good job, and getting our pass rushers in situations and our linebackers in situations where they can get in mismatch type plays and make plays. So, and then I thought some of them were coverage sacks too. So hats off to Brian Ware and our defensive staff for playing and putting the plan together.
There in the first quarter, they bring in a different quarterback. Do you
Yeah.
know the reason why, or was it just?
No, I don't know. I think they've been playing a couple quarterbacks this season, and and I think they were looking for a spark. And anytime you're struggling to move the ball, you're always trying to find a spark somewhere. And that's a great staff. It's a great coaching staff. Been knowing Coach Spady a long time, and he does a really good job. But I just thought that our guys, made some plays, and it helped us come out with the victory.
And you mentioned they did get that spark. They score on that touchdown drive. How do you feel your defense responded from that point on?
Well, I thought they responded well. They only gave up one touchdown. The other touchdown was the actual interception, by Jonathan. But he's a little down on himself right now because he's a competitor, and he wants to play well all the time. But even the great ones don't play well every week. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, all those guys. They have those days and those games where you're just not yourself. And I thought today was one of those days. But he made enough plays, to really help us to be successful.
In the second half, had some success running the ball. What do you think led into some of that?
Well, as a staff, I know our offensive staff. The talk is always to try to get a lead on people, and then try to really pound people and move the ball on the ground and get our defense off the field. So I thought we did a really good job of that. Our tailbacks ran the ball well. Our offensive line did a tremendously good job of opening up some holes. And besides a couple of holding penalties, I thought we played well up front.
Special teams coming through for your team there in the first half. How big was it to get that touchdown right before the ending half?
I thought that was huge because that gave us the momentum going into halftime. I was focused on trying to call a timeout after third down just to save us, about 1:30 so we can actually go down the field to try to put some points on the board. But they threw the ball, and it allowed me to save my timeout. And then, of course, they punted the football, and we were able to return the punt. So that was the best thing since sliced bread, But then we turn around and get the ball back, and we're trying to run the clock out at the end, and we fumble the ball. But our defense saved us and really did a good job of getting off the field. They saved us a lot tonight, and we just have to keep working.
Offensively, you mentioned penalties earlier. Were some of those penalties getting you pinned behind the chains? Was that the difference between 37 and 50 in this kind of game?
I really don't know. I thought they had a good plan. This is one of the first times, defenses have tried to keep the ball in front of them. And I thought they had a really good plan. I thought they confused Jonathan a little bit. And he was kind of uncomfortable from time to time when the throws weren't there. We just have to keep working and go through the tape with him and with our players to make sure they understand what people are going to try to do to us. When you move the ball like we've been fortunate to move the ball, you're going to see a lot of different looks. And I thought tonight was no different.
And not the greatest day for Jonathan there, but he gets that long touchdown run and that downfield block by Domino there.
Right.
And when you see a wide receiver give that much effort on a play, what does that make you feel like as a coach?
Well, it's great for us, but that's their job. We talk to our guys about giving great effort because that's the norm. We don't really give them a pat on the back for that, because we grade that. When we look at film, we give them an execution grade, a technique grade, and then also an effort grade. And so he's just doing what he's coached to do, and it's no different than a father providing for his family. You don't get a pat on the back for that. That's what you're supposed to do. So that's our mindset, and we're just trying to continue to get better.